Ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, Mike, check that out, man.
What drill where?
Right there.
Yo, baby, don't I know you from somewhere?
I'd like to hear that.
Every night and day, when the lights drop down to the back room beat, big time players rolling off in the street. She got the looks to kill and a body to drill. Only Venus and Stiletto's gonna break my will. I need another chance. Can you show me how you dance as we move this room into the back room? Pass the word to my brown-eyed girl. Pass the word to the red-headed curl. Pass the word to the bombshells with Victoria's Secret apricot smell. I got a fistful of dollar bills. I got a fistful of dollar bills. Got a fistful of dollar bills. 'Cause baby, you're a star.
Hey, who'd you talk to? What's going on? It is me, Mike Lepre, King Mike L. This is Legit Paranormal Vacation Planners, brought to you by Legit Paranormal, brought to you by legitpodcast.com. It is Monday night, November 21st, 2022. We get, for the math geeks, 11212022. Let's see. 1 and 1 is 2. Okay, so that's 2. And then 2 plus 2 is 4. And then another 1 is 5. 6 and 5, I get nut. Ugats on gob. Nothing for the math geeks. Joining me as always, Buddy, Money, there. What's up, buddy?
Good evening, Michael. How you doing tonight?
Buddy, I'm doing so good that I'm drinking a Barfangul at Barfangul.
At Barfangul.
It's what the kids call meta.
Remarkable, Mike.
Yeah.
I have some left, but I'm saving them. They're in my fridge. I'm taking them to the family's house for Thanksgiving. I'm going to show great love to my family and feed them with Legit Paranormal Brew and Bafangul on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah,
Today, however,
the ones you gave me, I'm drinking. The ones you gave me, they're gone.
That's good, Mike.
They'll be
Today, being not a paranormal show, but kind of a paranormal show, but being more of a vacation show, I got my sunglasses on, and I got a beer today, Mike, that I usually drink while I'm on vacation. This is a when I go on vacation, this is a beer that I specifically buy called King Julius. Lovely beer made by Treehouse. I had one the other day on the show, on the football show, and I gave one to Brother Ray, and when I dropped off his Legit beer, and this is so absolutely delicious. It tastes like orange juice.
It looks like Metamucil.
And you forget that it's just beer, but it's so goddamn delicious.
Yeah, it's easy to forget.
In a wine cider glass, and
what does the tang taste like?
What's the tang?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Tang. What does it taste like? Orange. Orange?
So it's like a hint of orange in the back of a multi bitterness.
Thank you. So
it's not a good beer, Mike. You would appreciate it.
Sure, I wouldn't. It's not a beer. But speaking about appreciating, joining us, Big Z Dodge. What's up, Big Z?
Buddy, you have the best like starters.
I'm sorry, what? I can't hear you.
You have the best like starters, like beginning. You just know how to make an entrance.
Right, don't I? And I have the best beer of all time, so that kind of helps.
Yeah, that would help you. Best beer of all time.
Yeah, like some vitamin C, like you're sick or something.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I don't know. The orange matches my splendid orange beard, so I don't know. I'm just going with that.
Ginger, what's called a ginger. So we will not be joined tonight by C Beanie. She is on another one of her special assignments. So we are going to move forward with vacations. Now,
I love it.
I'll be honest. I sat down with a couple people. I'm going to be sitting down with Jai soon. And we went back. We reviewed all our vacation planning shows, and we're really not doing a good job at selling these locations. Like,
No, not at all, dude.
you guys got to understand that the feedback we got was, they look like great places, but they're haunted, or something horrific happened there, or somebody was murdered, or there's a spirit that touches you. Just to let you guys know up front, we did some analytics. That's what people were most afraid of. So moving forward, buddy, make sure your people know what the deal is. Okay? We done? Did we do it? All right, we're good. Now, where are we going this weekend?
Mike, it's Thanksgiving this week. Time to eat turkey, time to drink lots of good beer, stuffing, the cranberry sauce. When I do all this and watch football all day long, which is one of the best parts of Thanksgiving, by the way, when I do this, I think of my roots and where Thanksgiving started. For us, Thanksgiving started here or up there in the Commonwealth, in the lovely town of Plymouth, Massachusetts, is where the Pilgrims settled, and they survived their first winter, and they had this giant celebratory dinner with the Wampanoag Indian tribe, who aided them in survival, and they lived peacefully with these people for about 40 years or so, and then they started killing each other. But until then, it was really peaceful and harmonious, and we're visiting I don't have any haunted. I mean, I don't have the inns or hotels in the Plymouth area, in Plymouth itself. I do have something in Provincetown where they first landed. I have
Okay.
in Yarmouth,
All right.
Yarmouth,
All right.
Massachusetts.
Hey, what do we say about starting at a 9? If you start at a 9, you can only go to a 10. So bring it to like a 6.
I'll
All right,
bring it down to a 6.
6. Then you can go
And
to
then
wait,
we're hopping on the ferry, Mike, and we're going to Nantucket.
Nantucket.
So, buddy, I'm pretty sure they slaughtered each other before the Thanksgiving dinner, but
I don't think so, dear.
I
I
learned
don't think they started slaughtering each other until about the 1650s.
no, it was
Uh,
I learned about this the real meaning of Thanksgiving in college, and I haven't looked at Thanksgiving the same.
Okay. So, all right, but here's where I sit on that. Thanksgiving is a time to be thankful, just thankful. If
Right.
you just stop
You
and
can
you
be thankful every day. So
no, but to make a
Thankful.
day where everybody is purposely thankful
Thank
is
you,
is
Treehouse.
a good thing.
Thank you.
It's a good family moment. It's a good bonding time. It's a good dinner, right?
Oh,
that
Now-
should be the day. And if you're
Now,
drinking on Sundays,
wait. Now, do I disagree with the whole? Like, look, Christopher Columbus. One of the things that he did was he had to leave to go back, and he wanted all the food that the Indians had to use on the boat, and they're like, "No, if we give you all our food, we won't have any food." This is true historical fact. He then convinced them, because he knew that there was going to be a lunar eclipse in like 7 or 8 days, something like that. Like, because it was something that they knew. He said that if you didn't give us our food, give us the food, our God would become so angry that he'll
the moon disappear.
make the moon disappear. And
Crafty
like 6
Italians,
days,
Mike.
6 days in, when the thing happened, the Indians gave them all their food. They all died. The whole tribe that gave them the food. Columbus is giving them flying F. He had enough food and more. I can picture him chewing on like a chicken wing just on the boat going all the way back. So Pilgrims and Indians, it was I don't know if it was ever harmonious. Like I have a hard time picturing that. Bigsy?
they weren't. The Spanish settlers and like what they did was just absolutely disgusting what they did to Native Americans. And so that's why like I don't celebrate Christopher Columbus. He was a piece of shit. So in Thanksgiving, I think of it differently now. Like, yes, like I love being with my family, and that's what I think about Thanksgiving. I don't think about, oh, thank you for the pilgrims and
You should never, but you should grow past an age where you just the pilgrims mean ain't nothing. Like
but that's what they still advertise it as that. Like, oh, thankfully for them. Like, this is why we celebrate Thanksgiving, and it's like,
so
no.
how would you
And
like
that's
us
more
to
to do
show
with
it to
it.
the, how would you like us to show it to the kids?
Just don't bring the pilgrims up. Just say that they settled. Like, Thanksgiving is just a day that we're thankful for each other. That's all you gotta that's all you gotta say.
No, but there's a lot of history in like drawings and like things that kids do for like art projects that have to do with pilgrims and making
So
pilgrim things.
so I don't know. I was pissed that I was lied to in high school about everything. So
Everything?
well, I should just say about Thanksgiving, like the Pilgrims and the Native Americans and all that.
I see. Were you lied to, or were you just told one side of the story?
Well, that's still kind of being lied to.
Probably.
It's a
It
little
is,
bit of both. A little bit of
It
both.
is. It is, but it isn't, right? It is, but it isn't. I agree. Like if it's told by a certain narrative, that narrative is going to speak it a different way. Now,
Yeah.
all that fighting of Indians and pilgrims aside, Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays by far because there's no lights. Nobody's trying to scare me with a dumb rubber mask. I'm not worrying about like Easter. You have to dress up and somewhat look colorful and just Thanksgiving though, I get to sit with my family, eat with my family, know that everybody's safe, get to watch the Giants beat the shit out of the Cowboys. Oh, thank you, God. Like I can't wait for Thanksgiving. I can't wait. So, yeah, like my hot photo here. Let us
This happens every single time.
Only on this show. This is the only show we get this.
Mike, what do you have us on? What do you have us?
That's the thing. It's probably just my history thing is just messing up the whole and get me in
Oh,
trouble.
so you're watching some stuff, huh?
No, of course not. Everyone does. Buddy, what would you like to start with the first hotel? Because you want to start? Would you like the Bigsy start? I feel like you've talked enough already.
Honestly, Mike, I'm me going with the whole Thanksgiving theme. I'm gonna stop with a pilgrim stop first, and I'm gonna stop in P-Town. P-Town is a good time. It's a great area to go. They have wonderful antique shops. They have a great culture in Provincetown. They recently filmed American Horror Show, which if you saw that series last year, oh my God, it was tremendous. You see bits and pieces of P-Town all over the whole series. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's just a lovely, quaint little town. It takes about an hour and a half to get to. It's way at the tip of Cape Cod, but it's tremendous.
All right, but P-Town also has something associated with it that I get the feeling you're going to dance around, so that's fine. I'll dance around with you.
I'm not going to dance around it, Mike. It's honestly they were the first town in probably, well, maybe not America, but they in the area that were very open and very accepting of certain peoples and their way of life. And we thank them for that.
I love P-Town. I go every year for Carnival Week.
See,
all right, so then you know what I speak of. They were the first, I don't know, area or section town.
People from all over the country. They come during Carnival Week. Like I've met.
I didn't do that.
What happened?
That's rude.
Where'd you
I
go?
didn't. I seriously didn't do that. I'm sorry. You met awesome. I'm sorry.
I met awesome people from like all over, from different states that come to Carnival Week, and they're amazing.
But isn't it just such a?
It's
hidden.
You go there and it's like no one judges you. You go there and you're yourself, and no one looks at you like that. No one judges you. Like you just go there and you just have a great time.
But what I'm trying to say is it's been like a hidden place to me as far as like the common public know about. Like I've had the P-Town conversation with so many people. They'll be like, "Oh, Provincetown, P-Town, what is that like?" And it's like, really?
They have great antique
I feel like it's because it's especially towards like men, it's you only go there if you're gay, basically.
No?
So that's like, especially with like men, like they're like, oh, I don't want to go there. Like I'm not gay, but it's not like that anymore. Like there's so many families that go down. Like it's such an like a welcoming like community.
Yeah, no, I would have no problem going there. That's never been
It's
a
so
thing.
much fun. Like
But that
it's so awesome.
that whole thing has never been a problem with me. It's never been a problem with me. I'll hang out with whoever's the most fun. I mean, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah, Justin's come down during Carnival Week, and he had a lot of fun too. He got hit on a lot.
You know what? Justin was beefcake down in Provincetown. That's what he was.
Oh yeah.
They were he must have been beating guys off with a stick. All right.
Oh, I had to. I had to be like, hey, he's my man.
He's with me.
Yeah.
He plays for this team. Let's buddy, go ahead. You wanted to start, I guess.
So yeah, we're gonna take a ride, Mike. If you want to bring it up, if you want to find it, it's called the Plaza Guest House. Plaza, Plaza.
Buddy, don't spell stuff to me. Don't, please. Plaza what?
I know you represent the dumb sometimes.
I know.
So I don't know how I have to approach this, Mike.
Plaza what?
The Plaza Guest House.
All right. Here it is.
So you bring it up and we can walk through it. We can talk about how lovely it is.
It doesn't look lovely at all. It looks like a piece of trash.
Well, let's look at it, Mike.
But wait a minute. What state is it in?
Massachusetts. Provincetown is in the state of Massachusetts.
Oh, I forgot we're in Provincetown.
We're at the tip, giggity, of Cape Cod, Mike.
I don't know how that slipped my mind. That's kind of weird.
I think you just had a fire moment.
A who?
A fire moment.
I don't know what that means. All right, here we go.
How like they didn't know how fire was back then.
Oh yeah. That was that. You know what? That
moment.
I knew you said something stupid the minute I repeated it back to you. And I knew you knew, like, oh God, he got me on this one, because I could just tell with you. And I was like, oh, and she knows, she knows she just said that. All right, buddy, here it is.
Okay, it's like a B&B, I guess. I don't know. Do you have any pictures of the rooms or anything, Mike?
Yeah. Do you have anything to talk about while I pull this up, or do you want?
It's in lovely P-Town, Massachusetts.
What street is it on?
It does have some foreboding stories wrapped around it, other than being a historic building in scenic Provincetown. The guest house is believed to be haunted by many apparitions, one would say. Guests and staff alike have reported seeing figures in period clothing walking around the guest house. Especially centered around room 006. Room 006 also has blood stains in the wood floor that cannot be washed out. This is a trend that we have seen in another, I forget where it was. I want to say it was the New England area. I want to say it was like New Hampshire or Vermont. They had blood on the floor and they couldn't get it out, and the room was haunted. Well, it's the same case here. Room 006, not only do they have blood stains on the floor, which is a little bit gross. They also
wait a minute. All right, so wait a minute. Wait. Stop. Because I'm trying to run around like a jerk trying to find this place that you told me about at the last second, and this is the best I can do for you. But you just said blood stains on the floor again.
Yeah.
Right, stop. Big Z.
It's the second time we've run into this, Mike. I don't know what it is.
Big Z, do you not change the floor?
I mean, yeah, but they're probably trying to keep it like the way that it was. Because hardwood floors back in the day were key.
Oh no.
Now
trust me. Trust me. As I drink a bar Farangul and I speak for all the Italians, we know about good hardwood floors. We made very good hardwood floors. That and shoes, apparently. But my point is this. You should replace a blood stain if you're running a hotel.
That's a biohazard right there.
No, it just like, yeah, I get it. It's supposed to be spooky and scary. Somebody died that there's blood.
Like,
That's
but
great.
I would
Clean
be
it.
so grossed out, like, especially if, like, if I'm just wearing socks and I walk around and there's, like, a blood stain, hardwood floor, like, I would be wearing shoes the whole entire time. I would not.
Socks would cover it. I'd be fine with socks.
Ugh. Uh-uh.
It's not like
Um,
I rub the bottom of my socks.
Like, it is
right,
the fact.
Yeah, no. But I'm
they-
sorry.
They've tried. I'm sorry. They've tried to polish it many times, and it's never come out. And they just, I guess,
That must have been a lot of blood then, like, if it got soaked in that much.
you would think so. That's a lot of blood.
That's either a cut to the throat, the wrist, the inside of the leg,
Like right
and
away,
a stomach cut.
Bleeds
Don't ask me how I know these things, but those would be the ways to bleed people out the most.
Probably. If you stay in room,
To make sure
What?
you see everyone.
What's that?
So that's why when you sit at restaurants, you see everyone.
I always put my back to the whole entire place. Yes, I do every single time. And at Thanksgiving, I don't want to be at the head of the table. I just want to be with my back against the wall. That's all. Because I don't trust people behind me. What's wrong with that?
that's how Tony Soprano died.
You know what the problem is Bigsy. You didn't grow up in a generation where when you get dropped off for school, you just went into the fights. Like I would get dropped off for elementary school and just be in a fight every morning. My class would fight the older kids every recess. You'd get beat up all the time on your way home. My buddy Dave, gentleman Dave, he's a 6'4" monster now. But when I was in elementary school, I remember the older kids would just beat him up because they just like beating him up. And one time I remember they had him in a headlock and they hit his head against the metal pole, the basketball pole that's outside in the yard. And it went dong. And I'm like, oh my God. And I would get beat up trying to help Dave. Like I spent most of my elementary school days. Dave would get beat up. I get put in a headlock and maybe catch a couple punches. Like it was a whole different generation is what I'm trying to say to you, Bigsy. So things were just a lot rougher, worse, less friendly.
I think I also just went to a completely normal elementary school. So
Man,
You know what?
different generation for sure.
It's just really, I got to be honest, it's just different.
where did you grow up?
So I'm a child of like the 80s or the late 70s, the 80s. Right?
Where'd you grow up?
In North Providence.
I was
Now-
a town over. Had same experiences, maybe like 4 or 5 years later.
But let me say something. Everyone was Italian. Or I would say, honestly, 18 out of 20 kids, 17 out of 20 kids in the class, Italian, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they all fought. Every morning, we had nothing else to do but see who could be the best fighter, or you would sometimes race. And then there was this one wicked thing that would happen every morning. So we would all have to come down the ramp and wait for this one entrance. And it would be us as second graders, there'd be third graders and fourth graders. And every frigging day, a fourth grader would pick a second grader, yell the words that me and Dave have forever feared, pig pile, trip the kid, and everybody would go on the pile. And if you did not jump in, the older kids would pick you up, either throw you in, or sometimes they would try to do that Van Damme side kick you in. So whenever that shit would go down, I would just get in the pile and try to stay on the side to try to just keep myself from getting killed. And I actually was the victim of one pig pile. And it's brutal. You feel like you can't breathe. And that they're laughing the whole time, but you really can't breathe. And Gentleman Dave was like, dude, he was like pig pile like central. He was a weekly pig pile, that poor kid. All right. So moving on to how horrible my childhood was. Buddy, what else you got to say about this place?
So if you want to stay here, you might experience certain things, and it might be more excessive if you stay in room 006. For example, people have reported doors opening and closing by themselves. Objects in the room being thrown at them by an unseen force. Also, a woman was chased out of her room reportedly, and I quote, by a glowing apparition out of her room and through the hallways of the haunted guest house. So I don't know if you're into that kind of thing and you like P-Town, this might be the place for you.
So, like, that's not a bad hotel. The hauntings, I thought we went over, but violence. Has there ever been any kind of violence?
All right, so there's never been any
violent.
reports of violence, but obviously somebody did a lot of fucking bleeding in room 6. That's the other thing about 006. Any animals, because they're a pet friendly location, any animals that come to stay with their owners, dogs and cats alike, refuse to cross the threshold into room 006. So there's something definitely, I feel like,
There has to be.
this room 006 with the blood stains.
No, I trust dogs.
God knows how, over 100 years ago, crimes weren't exactly investigated or reported so frequently or so well. So I would imagine somebody would have been murdered in that room, if I had to guess.
So Bigsy, it looked like you just figured out a Rubik's Cube and then leaned back and yawned.
I was looking at where Pearl Street was at P-Town.
Okay. Look like
It was near Carnival.
Okay.
I think it's what, 18 Pearl Street? I think that's the address.
11. I think it's
11.
like it's further away from like where Carnival is.
I wouldn't know that. So buddy, would you like to pass it over to Bigsy?
I would like to pass it to Bigsy next. Yes, please.
All right. Sorry for my yawning. The kids were wild today.
Dude, it's fine. We
They
all
know
yawn.
it's a short week.
We just have to call it out when it happens. That's all. Go ahead.
Call it out. So I'm just gonna say yawn and then yawn.
Yeah, you should do that. Go to yawn.
Yawn.
Sure. Now, where is your hotel?
We are going to Plymouth, where the good old Rock is. Has anyone ever seen the Rock?
Yes.
Yes, I've been there hundreds of times.
No, listen.
So
Field trips.
Have you
the
gone on a trip? Wait.
What?
You got to lean in because I realize when we talk, if you lean back, we lose you completely, your voice. Have you been to Plymouth Rock?
Of course.
Of course, Mike.
Have you been in the Plymouth Rock Village?
The Plymouth Rock Village.
Where they act like
plantations, Mike.
Oh, yeah. We like did cool trips there.
All right. They did that for us too, even from North Providence. Now,
I'm not far from Plymouth, so Plymouth is a big thing for us.
So, but for us, it was like, again, letting a bunch of little Italian kids run around Pilgrims. And, you'd say to them something like, where's like something? And they'd be like, what is that? And they'd act like they didn't know what it was. Right. And I guess that was supposed to be fun for people. Like, that's fun. They don't know. But for like kids like us, we were like, what do you mean you don't know? It was like just attitude, just a lot of attitude. That's how it goes. But I don't know. I thought it was corny as all hell, the way they acted like pilgrims and they walked about their day and they did their thing. It was like the Amish, but like not as cool. Like, if you're going to go Amish, go full Amish. But these people are like pretend / Amish meets pilgrims. Now, if halfway through like the visit, they had a couple of like people looking like Indians come running through and they started yelling, "You savages!" and smashed them with something. Authenticity. I'd be like, whoa, Plymouth Rock.
No, they try to tell us that it was a healthy and fun relationship when we all know it wasn't.
Yeah, but you know what great word we got out of that is cornucopia.
Yeah, that's a good word.
That was a name of someone, right?
No. A cornucopia is like a gathering, a group of stuff. It's like almost looks like a horn shape. They always
like a big gourd.
Oh yeah.
You get all kinds of different foods in it. A cornucopia of things is just like a huge medley.
I thought that was someone's name too.
Cornucopia.
I love that name. I'm glad that we got that in the English language. I use that way too much. Way too much.
You're a cornucopia.
Cornucopia of ideas. All right. So where are we going now? What's the name of the place though?
All right. So we are going to Old Yarmouth Inn Restaurant and Tavern, So
I gave her this name. I'm sorry. I gave her this name because of the way she would pronounce it. I just thought it would be fucking hilarious. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, why? Because I just typed in Yamish. And I'm like, what is
Yamit.
Yamith.
I just really did. I swear to Christ. I typed in Yamish. I'm like, what's Yamish? My God.
So it used to be an inn, but they stopped having people stay there in 2007. So now it's just a really good restaurant. But it is a 2-story white colonial structure with an attic and basement, which houses the inn, and then 3 dining rooms and a informal tavern.
Wait.
So
Yeah, Bigsy, check this out. They have the rooms for prices. Watch.
Yeah, let's look at this.
I can't see that.
Hold on, it's loading. It should be a white screen. There it is.
$62.
See it? Old machine. Haha.
Old Yamith Inn.
Yamith, Mike. Yamith.
Fuck
Yamith.
me, that's why I'm going on.
Y-A-F mouth.
YAH.
Spell it again. Old.
I-A-R.
Yep.
M-O-U.
Oh wow, Yarmouth. You're saying
Yamith, Mike. Holy shit.
Old Yarmouth Inn.
Old Yarmouth Inn.
All right, I think this is it. Wow, that was Rhode Island meets Massachusetts right there, dude. Because no, I'm being honest. I wasn't trying to like make funny. I had no idea you said that
I
word.
was the whole time.
That was like the last word I would have guessed that you said. Have I ever been?
You really thought it was Amish?
I thought you said Amish. I swear to God.
Mike speaks for the dumb. I think he said this before.
Hey, you know,
Well,
it is what it is.
he didn't get his education because he was too busy fighting people.
I know that's not true.
Right.
That's not true.
Click on the X on the bottom.
What's that?
X that
Click
out.
on the X so you can X out of that holiday hours.
There we go.
Good job.
All right.
Can I continue?
I'm doing my job.
Oh,
So
they
go
got
ahead.
some tavern. That's fun.
All right. So it is one of the oldest inns in America, which still which serves terrific food, offers great wine and fine company, and is still a place to host special events.
Can I ask you something?
What?
Can you truly offer fine company?
Why
I
not?
never understood that one. Why do they say that? Like, if you come alone, are they going to provide you with a friend?
Well, a company would probably be like your server and stuff like that.
Oh, hey, Bigsy, that was a really good. You should be a politician. That was very good.
Oh, never.
Go right ahead. The good comeback. Go
Um, so the Old Yarmouth Inn, through its long history, also was used as a dentist's office, family homes, a boarding house for the school teaching staff, and perhaps a place where the Revolutionary era soldiers were stationed. But that wasn't clear as the historical records were lost in a fire. So
that's convenient.
this
Always
place
the case.
I know, right? This place was established in 1696.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Yeah, look at the AC unit at the top.
Huh.
You know what? The builders of that house
Built
hate
in.
the fact that guy put that AC unit out that house.
I
Whoever
bet
put that out.
that like little balcony area would be really cute, like when it's the summertime and you like sit outside.
Oh, without a doubt. If they put, and even if they put like one of those fires in the middle,
Yeah.
that
That'd
would
be
be dope as hell.
That'd be epic.
I might shoot fireworks off that motherfucker. Like
Oh, definitely.
shoot Roman candles. It's fun. All right.
All right. So before the Civil War, the owners of the inn were part of the Underground Railroad and hid runaway slaves in a secret room in the attic, which was found by the future owners, the Powell family, when their granddaughter Etha was playing in the attic and discovered it.
That's why you get that air conditioner there.
Yeah, that's probably the attic.
Freeze that out. Freeze the bitch out. Sorry.
So it's pretty cool. That has a lot of history to it.
I would see, here's someplace I would go.
They
Right?
did
I
a
would.
good job to it.
What's
It
that?
doesn't seem like they did a good job to it. Like, it doesn't seem like it's like too old.
No, you're right. In other words, it looks old, but it doesn't look like it's about to fall apart and
Yeah,
have
it's not like
green shit on the top.
like you walk in, it's like that old smell, like it's
Yeah, that musty old smell.
yeah,
Well, we
like
can't.
the carpet has been cleaned and all that stuff.
Mm.
So
I don't know if we can judge whether or not how it smells. I think that's beyond our reach. But
It
I'll
doesn't
agree with
look
that.
like a musty old colonial house.
yeah, you know how you just see places and you're like, oh, that smells.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Glad
yeah.
Buddy understands me.
Totally.
Look,
I know
so
exactly what you're talking
I wanted to add to this. This is what I wanted to bring to the vacation spots.
Oh.
So here are the 10 best places to go on
Wait, it
vacation.
wasn't even done.
I'm sorry. You can finish. I
No.
was going to let you go again. I was going to interrupt
No.
you and do this and let you go again.
I'm done. You
Oh,
just cut me off. I'm done.
Wow,
Bam.
buddy, see that?
Right.
That's like fourth grade
Like
dealing with a situation.
getting into a fight at recess. You got to fight at recess about it.
Yeah. She just threw a rock at me.
You're always talking
You
to
did.
Buddy, not cutting me off, and then you just go and do it. So
Would you like to finish, Bigsy? My
No.
apologies. You're sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, Bigsy. So, buddy, let me go into this then.
Please
10
do.
best places to stay on a vacation. Now,
According to who, though, Mike? I mean,
listen,
based on perception
listen. I don't give a schnizzle who wrote it. I want your reaction and
All right.
hopefully Bigsy's on whether or not these would be considered that great of a place to stay. That's
right,
my
okay.
basic concern. All right.
roll with
First,
it, Mike.
first is the Turks and oh boy,
Ooh, the
Caicos?
Caicos, Mike.
Yeah,
Caicos.
Turks and Caicos.
All right. So as far as beach wise, the white sand, the blue,
Yes.
the blue water, they get the little small little like hotel type hut things in the back. You see them in the grass.
Right.
I don't know what the hell this thing is.
Looks
I
like a
don't like-
pier. Looks like a pier, Mike.
Yeah, Pia. I don't like it.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
I absolutely love it because I would so bring my fish or get rent fishing gear and go fishing for those big wacky wahoo down there and all those fun tropical fish. Absolutely, I would go there. Yeah, mahi. That's what I meant. Mahi mahi.
I was like, wow.
Oh,
I thought you were going on the warpath. I don't know.
no,
what the
I
hell
saw
is
that
going
water.
on.
I just want to dive into that face first. That's beautiful.
I was like, wait, that's not the fish.
Bigsy, is this a place that you would pick?
Yeah, I heard it's awesome. And I heard it's really affordable too.
I would beach it up, Mike.
New Zealand.
Oh yeah, dude. That's where they filmed Lord of the Rings.
I wouldn't want to go.
Does
I
it
would
get
absolutely
cold?
want to go. You're crazy.
It looks like it gets cold there.
It does. There's snow up the higher up you go, and it's not like there's like nightlife. Like New Zealand, this area is like
Beautiful.
you gotta like the backpack. You gotta like to
Wait,
sleep in
does
a tent.
New Zealand have the northern lights?
I don't.
I go in the summertime.
I have no idea. When I
New
beach
Zealand
these mountains.
lights, then yeah, I'd totally go.
Yeah, I don't know if that's. It just seems like a place that it looks wet. Everything's wet. The grass. I don't. No,
Wet.
it doesn't get me.
And,
Egypt.
Uh,
no.
All right. Now, if you offered me a place to stay that I thought was clean, and I was guaranteed there was going to be like food that I could eat that wouldn't make me like just completely just lose all my organs, like I would go because I would love to see these structures, like the things that I heard about the pyramid last night that I didn't know about, the circumference of the pyramid and how it matches up exactly to the the circumference of the earth, the numbers. All the numbers in the pyramid, the way it's pointed, it's almost like directly north. Like everything was done in that pyramid for a reason. And it's mind blowing, like how close. Like how would they know the what is it, the diameter and then the whatever of the earth and be able to map it in number wise?
yeah.
It's crazy as shit. Like, Blows my mind, Egypt. So if you could offer me safe place to stay, I'm in. You guys say no?
I have one. I'm sorry. I have one qualm about Egypt, which I have about Jerusalem. As much as I want to go to Egypt and Jerusalem because of the incredible history involved around both areas, their cultures just do not like us right now, and it's not a good time for Americans to tour this part of the world. So I'm gonna have to say no, Mike. I do not agree with you.
Yeah,
But know
no,
that I really want to go there.
no, buddy, I totally agree. But like, I know someone who like went there and they were on an all-American like tour, and they said that like she said it was like super safe. I mean, obviously it was a little sketchy. Like they were in a bus and some little kid like had his like fingers up like they were like he was shooting them. But
Yeah,
so like,
I
there was some sketchy like stuff, but she said it was unbelievable.
see that's my point. So exactly what I said. If I was offered a safe place to stay, I definitely would go. This is to me one of my favorite places to visit. Number 7, Marrakesh, Morocco.
Oh, Morocco, yeah.
Now, I don't
Casablanca.
have to explain how beautiful everything is done for some reason in Morocco. Morocco looks like it was decorated by an old Italian aunt. Like it's just so much to it. Everything's got like this and that and that's the other. That was a good cover. Would you guys stay in Morocco?
I'm gonna let Mickey do it first.
I don't know.
All right, a lot of mosques, a lot of call to prayer going on, a lot of that stuff.
Right. Morocco is one of the most expensive vacations that you can take, from what I understand.
Yes, it is.
Most expensive places to go. I'd love to see Casablanca.
Yep.
But I'd love to see a lot of other places too that I could probably afford a little bit more. So I'm gonna have to go
Buddy,
ahead and say pass.
Zanzibar.
Ooh, Zanzibar. That's just fun to say. Where is that?
It's a island off the coast of Tanzania. Is that real? Tanzania.
That's Africa. So that's
is where white sand beaches meet exotic spice markets and architecture showcasing a fusion of Arabic, Indian, European, and African influences. The vibe is otherworldly, with intimate beachfront hotels, long strands of white sand beach, and brilliant star-filled nights, says Susan Monahan, founder of the Honeymoonists. You may be tempted to hide out in your beachside bungalow, ideally with plunge pool and room service, but take a day to wander through the capital of Stone Town, a fascinating port town and who gives a crap UNESCO World Heritage Site that has been a crossroads from east to west for more than 1,000 years.
Wow, that sounds fun.
But buddy, me and you would not go here together.
Not together, Mike. No, I might go because I like the beach, the beach community. But Zanzibar, that whole section of the world, again, they have pirates down that way. So might not be
stop being so worried. Why are you so worried? You're not worried about paranormal stuff, but you're worried about pirates.
Mike, we are safe.
Scarier.
And we are safe and live in a comfortable little world here in America. But outside of America, the world is a much scarier place, and I want to be careful.
Biggsy, would you go to Zanzibar?
I just want to swim in that water.
All right, so you'd swim there.
Yeah.
Guys, number 5, Iceland.
Oh, yeah, I've heard good things about Iceland. I'd go there.
Iceland, here's what always messed me up. Greenland is where there's tons of ice and snow.
Right.
Iceland is where there's tons of grass and meadows.
Those crazy Norwegians.
They should have just made an agreement to change, like just swap. It says the top contenders include thermal pools of the Blue Lagoon, the ultra scenic ring road circling the entire country, or the Northern Lights near the towns of Hella, Skagar, and Hoffen, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
They get killer like warm pools and
Biggsy, this is where you were thinking when you were thinking Greenland, which is messed up because I was right. You were thinking
no, that this is where you would see the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would totally go for that.
Didn't you say that though about Greenland earlier? You thought that's what...
New Zealand.
Okay. All right. We all agree we would go here?
Yeah, I know a ton of people who have been who said it's absolutely awesome, and it's reasonably cheap. I knew somebody who found airline tickets to Iceland and that round trip for under $300 just last week. So it's
That's
very
awesome.
doable on normal people pocketbooks.
The Amalfi Coast.
The what?
Most travelers heading to Amalfi Coast have
Is this
already checked off.
Italy?
What?
Is this Italy?
Yes,
Oh, hey, hold
Florence
on. Let me
Rome
take
combo, and they're ready to be wowed by something different. The sunsets are breathtaking here because you have a big monolith cliffs facing west. It's really something special. Added a handful of Mitchell-starred restaurants up and down the peninsula from Positano to Sorrento. Whitaker's current top pick is the town of Puglia, an up and comer that packs the cliff sides full of pastel homes and basilicas,
Basilicas.
but
Basilicas.
isn't quite as peopled as neighboring cities. So this is the little town to go disappear to.
Yes.
I'm like obsessed with the white houses like on the mountains.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with those.
Wouldn't you? Dude, this is where you go write an album. This is where you go to do something creative.
No, this is where I go. I lose my phone. I like throw my phone in that water and I just hang out.
That's my thing. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to say. That this is the kind of place where you shut everything off, where I would try to write stuff or be creative. Like that's just, that's a perfect environment. Buddy, would you go here?
Yeah, Mike, this is your homeland, so I imagine you would want to go to Italy. I have friends that have gone to Italy as of late, and Italy is on my list of travel places. Italy is probably top 5. I'd love to do the entire coast. I'd love to do every city in Italy. I'd love to see my uncle in World War II. He landed in Sicily. They fought in Sicily. They went all the way up the Italian coast. They went through Rome. They went all over Sicily, all over Italy, rather. And I'd love to do the entire Italian tour, including the food stops and all that stuff.
3.
My cousin
Bali.
lives in Italy.
I'm sorry, Bixie.
Bali, Indonesia.
My cousin lives in Italy. She's she did abroad over there, loved it, and then got a job, and she's been there for like a year now.
So she married a girl,
No.
and then got a job.
No, she just did the broad, Mike. She didn't marry her.
Oh,
She studied abroad.
Oh, she studied abroad.
Oh,
She did abroad. So
yeah. What the hell is that?
She
we
studied
went
abroad.
P-Town on you. I'm sorry.
She's independent, all right? No, she studied abroad, loved it, got a job there, and now she's going to she's traveling everywhere because it's so
awesome.
cheap to
That's awesome.
travel.
No, that's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. All right, Bali, Indonesia.
Indonesia's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, but my fear is I would go here and end up in some really bad movie.
That looks like a scene out of Mortal Kombat with those temples and stuff.
But no,
I could see you getting like fucked up by Goro or something, Mike.
Dude,
Finish him.
Big Z, isn't Bali the center of Bollywood?
Sure.
Right?
No,
you guys
Bollywood.
don't know. Tell me you guys know what Bollywood is. What?
Bollywood's Indian.
Oh, it has nothing to do with
like the Hollywood.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with Indonesia.
No, it's Indian. This is Indonesia. They're in the same area of the world, but they're probably about a couple thousand miles apart.
And they both start with IND.
Indonesia is like south of Vietnam, north of Australia, and India is over near China and Pakistan and all those countries.
So then it seems boring to me then.
Yeah.
All right.
You can become a girl there really cheap, but other than that, Mike.
Guys, I would stay here in a heartbeat. Look at this. The overwater bungalow fantasy is massively popular, and the actual experience does not disappoint.
What is that?
Listen, from your private deck or pool, watch as eagle rays, stingrays, schools of unicorn fish, and more pass by the impossibly clear water of the Indian Ocean. Many resorts are upping the ante, adding private movie projector setups on villa roofs, floating breakfast, paddleboard yoga, and anything else you could wish for. Guys, this is all on huts that are on the water where they give you a glass floor. You can see through the bottom of the floor. When it gets dark at night, you can go out on the back of the thing in the dark.
Epic stars, dude. Epic stars.
Drink yourself a legit paranormal brew.
Oh yeah, hold on. Legit paranormal brew right
Maybe roll one up and then just you and darkness. What's that?
I would live there.
Wouldn't it? Seriously, I would.
Not during monsoon season, because holy shit, I could see a big wave coming over that shit, and like,
Well, isn't it?
know,
I
you
think
could
the
swim up
Maldives. I think the Maldives, if they have one more like tsunami or hurricane, like they're done. Like
yeah, right. Look at that.
I think
It's
they're
like
like
barely above water.
yeah, they're like the furthest you can be, and then like one more little storm, they're done.
Right.
But they look easy to rebuild. I'll give them that.
Is
Right?
this in the
There's
Pacific
no
Ocean or is this in the Indian Ocean?
build.
Buddy, you see what just happened right there? That was what I was saying. I asked her a question back. I didn't hear a word she said. you should make that. You should do that as a job. Like you should walk around and when people go to talk, just talk right over them and just aggravate them to the point where they lose their minds. Like follow somebody for a day, and the guy goes into this bank and he's like, "Can I get?" And you go, "Can I get?" With them.
I'm
just
sorry, I was
keep
just
doing
talking
that.
out loud. Mike.
You make a lot of money, probably more than selling beer. All right, the last one would be Bora Bora, French Polynesia. Now this is the huts that are above the water with the blue. This is like that original. Bora Bora is where they have so many of these, and it's like look. So it says also have edge of the planet escapist feel, along with unique experiences such as swimming with humpback whales, diving for black pearls, and hiking to waterfall-fed lagoons. Now, stop for a second. I'll swim with humpback whales. That would be
I can see you doing that.
awesome. That would be, dude. I once swam with a hammerhead shark, and I would not get out of the water.
Where?
Yeah, I did. Ask my wife.
Where?
It was in Florida. Yeah, the whole time.
No.
I swam. They stay way down. They don't come up. The hammerhead sharks, the whole different thing. I would not dive for black pearls. That would not, because that's a job to me right there. I'm here. I'm not diving for nothing. I'm not going to look. Bigsy, would you go diving for black pearls?
My ears can't take it.
Your ears. Oh, going deep in the water.
Yeah, I can't do it. When we were in Aruba, we did the like snorkeling / scuba diving. So like you like had scuba diving, but like you weren't going like probably going like 20 feet, and I like almost passed out.
See, on my honeymoon, I remember me and my wife were talking about how drunk we were. It's in the middle of the day. I remember being like, I can't believe how drunk I am. And they came around saying, scuba lessons in the pool. And we're both like, let's do this.
Hammered.
I was hammered. And you have to let the air out, the sink. And there was all this bullshit that went along with it. But I've never seen like how deep I could go. So I think 20 feet the pool at the deepest. So that's the deepest I went. So is it just you or like what made you pass out? Like just your lungs?
I didn't. I got like dizzy because I didn't have the helmet on, so the water was just rushing into my ears.
Yeah.
I feel like I was trying to clear so much, like because like the guy was like, you got to clear, and I was like, I'm trying, dude. And I was like, because I was trying to clear so much that like I just started to get super dizzy, so I had to like go up and just.
And that's something you can panic too. If any panic sets in at all.
I stayed calm. I gave him the signal like that I had to go up, and he like followed me. But I stayed calm. Like I just was like, okay, like I can't like try to clear anymore. Yeah. And so
the thing I plan to do this summer that I like, this will be the summer I do it. I've said I was going to do it every summer, but I haven't. It's off Newport. You pay to go in a shark cage and throw chum and have the sharks come up to the cage.
We did that down. We did that down in Harwichport.
How did it work out?
It was awesome.
A lot of sharks.
There was a couple, yeah. We saw blue sharks. I have this wicked cool video. I'm like shocked that I got it. I brought like in my underwater camera down with me, and I got the shark coming at the chum, and it like closed its eyes like to try to
Yeah.
get it, but the guy like pulled it away. And so the shark just stopped and just slowly circled around the cage, and his black beady eye was just staring right at us.
Mm,
I like screamed.
scary as
You can hear me screaming. It was the
That's
most
what-
amazing experience ever.
See, that's so dope. And the reason why I want to do the off Newport is because Newport is famous for the great whites that we get in that area.
I
Now-
would literally like my life. Like if I ever saw like a great white, my life could just be over because I'd be so happy.
That's yes, no, it's one of my things. Like just how the Giants in 2007 ruined sports for me for the rest of my life. Like nothing will ever be better than beating the undefeated 18-0 Patriots in the Super Bowl like that. Like there was no better. I'll have never had a better sports feeling in my life. But if I got to go under the water in a shark tank, and I could see one of those, because the thing is too, they don't find small great whites in the Newport area. It's
No.
always one that's like fucking gigantic. They always,
monsters.
could you believe how big that one was? To
Well,
see like a 15-footer, 10-footer.
Because up here they breed up here, and then they go down to the Galapagos Islands to have their pups, and then they come back up to breed because like we have a lot of seals and stuff like that up here.
Is that? But why is there so many monster ones? In
Because
Newport?
they're breeding, so like they're older sharks.
Oh, so the horny dads come flying up.
Basically,
Mm,
yeah, you know the dilfs.
Yeah, the dills. It's a dumb word. That is like MILF was okay, and then when they changed it to DILF, it had like a dumb kind of. It just didn't seem right, did it, buddy?
no, they just try to make it everything else. It's just stupid.
I guess from a woman's point of view, I like that.
Yeah, I guess you can say that from a woman's point of view. I mean, it's not like you have a gray beard or an orange beard. You can say whatever you want as a woman.
Exactly.
We've already established that. Buddy, do you have anything else to present?
I had Nantucket, Mike. Did you want to do Nantucket?
We can do it very quickly. Yes, we can do it. We have time for it.
It's a really nice hotel.
Listen.
It's much nicer than the first hotel I presented, Mike.
Here's how we'll do it. On Big Z's third yawn, we'll know to wrap that up. So go ahead and go.
Right. So we're going to go to scenic Nantucket. We're going to get on the ferry. We're going to take a ride over there. We're going to go to the Wauwinet. WAUWINET. The Wauwinet. Google that shit, Mike. Bring it up. While Mike brings it up and tries to figure out how to spell the word Wauwinet. The Wauwinet is a blend of historic charm and modern coastal elegance. The luxury resort is an oceanfront refuge with breathtaking views of the bay and the Atlantic Ocean. Nantucket's only member of Chateau Hotels. There it is. That's lovely. Their iconic oceanfront resort offers inviting rooms and cottages, suites, historic architecture, beaches, local cuisine, surrounded by the beauty of Nantucket Island. It was recently renovated and is a landmark hotel for the White Elephant Resorts, a unique collection of hotels and resorts on beautiful Nantucket Island and Palm Beach, Florida. Blah 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 blah. It's a lovely, adventurous place to stay, and you can curl up with a hardcover book and a soft summer sunset and enjoy the Wauwinet.
Wait a minute. So what is enjoyable with this place?
Mike, it's right on the beach. It's on Nantucket. It's not like it's on Martha's Vineyard where there's like 20,000 fucking people running around. It's quiet Nantucket. Look at that place. It's got a nice like white fence out front. Then it's the beach.
There's a lot to it. Like look at that. That would be
Look at
awesome.
Oh,
That
that's
would
so
be dope.
nice.
The
Right?
rooms are
You
holy
chill
shit
there with
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Big Z. It just happened again. Like I caught the end of what you were saying. I caught the beginning and middle of what Buddy said, and then the end of what you said.
I said I could see myself chilling down there with a cooler.
With the
Yeah.
cooler.
Yeah.
They've been welcoming generations of guests since 1875.
Don't make
yeah,
fart
it's
noises.
a
Why would
nice
you do
place,
that?
Mike. I just think it's a really nice place.
buddy, I'm gonna show you the prices of this some bitch.
Yeah, let's
So
look at the prices to stay at the 1 minute.
if I left on the 21st, I probably wouldn't want to come back at least the 30th. Search. Sorry, no reservations for more than 30 minutes. Oh, my bad.
I would look
My
during the
bad.
season.
My bad for wanting to stay there a long time.
Mike, I'm
What?
about to give you an English lesson. It's an English lesson, not and English lesson.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. In my hold on. My bad. In my rash, I'm sorry. Continue. You guys continue.
Okay.
Speechless.
No, my bad. I was just a simple checking. I get changed then. I could took the D off. I meant and instead of and. So look, this is where you could.
Got the little thing with didn't.
What's that?
What's that mean?
What happened?
Little thing for didn't.
What does
Check
that
this
mean?
out. Oh, here we go. Look at this shiznizzle. That's a shower. That's a shower for me.
I don't
What's
see
the
it.
You're not showing us anything but the hotel mic.
Oh, I'm not sharing this?
No,
No.
share it, please.
How about now?
That's wow. That's pretty.
Right?
It's all ivory and shit, too.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Fine dining. Too many pillows.
I banged my head on that ceiling, too.
I like
That's
the
like
chest of
so
drawers.
beach vibes, though.
All those pillows would be on the floor.
Look at
That's
that.
a bad. Yeah, I could do stuff in that room.
Oh,
Look
man.
at those double doors. Holy shit. I could enjoy a nice, legit paranormal brew and twist one up on that porch. I'm just saying.
I would just stay in there. And you guys, people try to get me out of that room. I'd just squat on that motherfucker. Like, I'd stay there forever with that thing. The way that looks.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
I'd be building sand.
Can you build sandcastles?
Well, the beach is right there, Mike.
No. I know the beach is there. I'm asking, can she physically build decent sandcastles?
Yeah.
Ever do anything other than a sandcastle, like a shark or anything, get anything cool? So just sandcastles. Okay. The couch. All right. Well, all right.
Fireplace. Look at that. Look at that.
It's in a weird. Can we agree the fireplace is in a weird spot?
It is. It's against the wall like that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
kinda
weird to have like the deer with the antlers like up there. Like that's just so not pristine.
I would hang my keys and shit off of that.
I would end up throwing stuff up there, toilet paper, whatever.
Right.
My point is this: do you want the place where the fireplace is and the couch to be that close to the bedroom? I would say no.
It has to be electric. It's electric.
It's electric. Boogie woogie woogie. There's not one song you can get by me without me knowing, so don't try. Let's go to hey buddy, what do you think of the bedposts?
Bedposts look sturdy and secure. Like you could...
What's that, Bigsy?
You could do some fun stuff with that.
Right, buddy?
True.
And Buddy's head right now, he's picturing himself like he's handcuffed to the bed and people are just throwing paranormal brews at him.
Right, exactly.
He's just going.
This is cold, open until they spill all over my face. Oh my god!
He's saying stuff like, "Oh, that tastes like bubble gum."
Yeah, dirty. And honestly, can I just mention something really quick? Last night on the show, I mentioned, oh my god, this beer has like vanilla scent to it, and Mike and Joe are like, no, you're crazy. You don't know it tastes like beer. Blah blah.
I didn't say that.
Sure enough, Mark Pappy of Six Pack Brewing assured me that one of the hops, one of the notes that is prevalent is a vanilla taste or scent. So F you to you and F you to Joey Paranormal. Just go on with this, so.
You know what's messed up is I never said that. Joey did. Why would I say that? I don't know what's in a beer. I've never once said, oh yeah, there's this kind of hops. I can give a shit. You know this. You liar. What about this dining room?
That's a nice dining. I could have it. That looks like they'd have good steaks and beer, Mike.
Yeah, I don't like the
It's a
chairs.
really nice place.
Big Z, see the corner?
Yeah,
that's where I would sit.
I know you would.
But what do you think about the wicked chairs?
That painting?
I feel like those would get broken easily.
Yeah, they would. Ooh, Madon Dami. Look at this.
Look at that, dude. Look at that.
Hey, forget about it, guy. You would find me here, and I would just be hanging out.
Right.
I just hang out. I would just chill. Oh my God, that'd be great to just chill.
Yep. Give me a
You know what?
blanket. Call it a day.
Yeah. This card is a little spooky.
This
little
reminds
white.
me of The Shining.
Very white.
Red rum.
It reminds me of being drunk in Vegas and wandering the halls. In Vegas, I had a friend of mine, Ray Boom Boom, guitar player. And Ray's thing was that Ray would sometimes piss in the hotel room or room when he was really drunk. So I woke up to Ray starting to try to pee on the curtains, which comes back to the curtains. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, and I'm like, me. I'm like, knock it off, whatever, take it away, no peeing. So like 2 minutes later, I roll over and Ray's starting to get ready to piss on the bed where I'm laying. This true story. I get up in a rage and I grab him and I throw him in the hallway and lock him out and go back to bed. Now,
Oh.
I threw my buddy out into the hallway. He's so drunk, he's trying to pee on my bed. 45 minutes it took me to feel bad. That's how rotten of a person I am. But it took me 45 minutes to go, I can't let him wander the halls like that, right? Luckily, he hit a dead end. He went down like a car that had a dead end. And like a dumb drunk robot couldn't figure out how to turn around. So for 45 minutes, he was doing this type of weird shit up against the wall. So I brought him back in. I threw him in the closet, and I think he pissed in the closet. He didn't piss the whole time until he get back to the closet. That's a true story.
He definitely was doing more than just drinking.
No. Nope. No, I know 100% with him. You don't know Ray. You don't know the legends of Boom Boom.
Messed up just from drinking alcohol.
You have not met him. You've never seen us live. You have no idea
The amount of alcohol that's consumed at one of those.
You have no idea.
Like to be that like.
No. All right, listen to me. All right, so everybody has a friend they make fun of for this reason, and this is this kid. We go into a bar, we're talking normal. 2 beers in, he's already drunk. Now, 1, he drinks. So it's like he drinks. 2, not the biggest guy in the world. But I'm talking about, dude, we were playing a show in Worcester where a skinhead kept jumping on his guitar amp that was on stage, the pedal. So he took a 3-foot running start and kicked the skinhead across the face. We were loading out gear on a dead end with a van, and about 30 skinheads started walking down the alley. He was so drunk he could not even come out and explain himself. So, buddy, and you would know this.
Yes.
If you had to pick 2 people, you would know the 2 that stood there. Me and Dave stood there and were like, all right, we have to talk to them or they're going to stomp us out, because there was actually a group called the Get Something, whatever, GYP. It was like a group like that would go to band shows. They actually went after Shed for a while. It would like ruin your show on purpose. They'd show up in like 100, 200 skinheads. No, it was like a brutal thing.
Yeah, I remember
a brutal thing that happened on the Providence
exactly who you're talking about.
Scene, right? So they come down the alleyway, and I'm like, I made my piece. I was like, it's gonna be what's it gonna be, and they're like, you guys get. I'm like, I started talking to them, and it got really nice, and they were like really nice to us, and then we just left. It was like so uneventful of a story. Like I thought we were gonna die. Like I really thought we were gonna die, but we just talked it out. We basically said he was a drunk asshole. That's our bad, right? And they were like, all right. Like they appreciated. Sometimes people appreciate when you apologize. Some people don't. Some people do appreciate. Buddy, what would you like to say left?
All right, so as beautiful as this place is, as we saw by the pristine white hallways and that bed and that sitting area that just overlooked the beach, and you're right at the beach, it's beautiful. But again, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, the way we is Bigsy dying? No, in the way we treated the Native American, the Wampanoag Indians here in America, in the years after the Thanksgiving dinner, we also again took a shit. Took a poop on Native American culture with the Wawinnet, and the Wawinnet was allegedly built over the top of a Native American burial ground, which reminds me of that movie Poltergeist. The little girl's gonna start seeing the people in the TV.
Hey, buddy.
They're here, all that shit, all that crazy
buddy.
shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
How many podcasts you think me and you have done?
All together, Mike?
Just in general.
Like legit paranormal, this, the fantasy football,
Yes, take a guess.
USFL, all that,
Yeah.
all that included. 2
Take a guess.
years of
How many hours?
a lot of hours, Mike. A lot of
How
time.
many? Over 100? Over 100 hours, right?
Well, over. I'd say closer to 200, to be honest.
Have you ever had anybody lie down on you?
No, that bitch laid down on us, Mike.
She was so bored by what you were saying, she lied down.
I was stretching. I'm not
Yeah,
lying.
she laid down. I thought she died, Mike. I thought she was having a seizure or something.
I thought that
Stretching
you were.
back.
I
She
thought you
checked
were
out on
boring
us,
her
like,
so much that she actually had to like lay down on her
No,
Tempur-Pedic pillow.
I can't stay still, so I was stretching.
All right, I'll buy that one. Not really, but
All
I'll
right.
give it a shot.
I swear, I'm not bored by you, buddy. I swear to God.
I'm bored by you, buddy. Buddy, let us wrap this up by saying, if you want to really experience Thanksgiving and the whole idea that it was built upon, like the whole old
But the
school
wall went
history
in
of it,
buried on the burial ground.
it'd be a great place to come, right? It's a great place to come. Now, if you're of Big Z's opinion and you just think that it's a bunch of murders and things aren't that great, you might not want to come to Plymouth Rock, right? You might not want to go there. That might not be fun to you.
Really good jam about this place, Mike.
All right, go ahead, buddy. You got to
People will report seeing the apparition of a woman, and when they see the apparition of a woman, the smell of gardenias and roses fill their senses, Mike. It's lovely.
I love the smell of gardenias.
Yeah, it's nothing horrid. It's just a nice floral smell, like my beer, and a ghost, like I like to see anyway. So
if they made Play-Doh perfume for women, I don't know what I would do with myself. I can be around a girl that smells like Play. The smell of Play-Doh is so fantastic. It's like the greatest smell that's ever been. Play-Doh smells so good, it makes kids want to eat it.
it's
You
like a
get
fresh
that, right?
Coke.
The reason that they bite it is the smell is so good. You want to.
We open up a bag of Yamamoto's. Oh
No,
my god!
I'm just talking about Play-Doh. Play-Doh, God.
Play-Doh's good though. Play-Doh's really good.
Oh, I still love the smell of Play-Doh. All right, Big Z, what do you have coming up with the Warner Paranormal Explorers and yourself personally?
So we have the holiday fair coming up December 4th, I believe. Are you guys gonna go to that?
Yeah, we are because I have
December 4th.
December 4th.
4th.
Buddy, we have to make a visit. I have stuff I have to.
It's my last day not working, so maybe.
Yeah, no, we have to go to that.
The Wicked Pizza Para Fair, that one?
No, it's the Wicked Pizza Holiday Fair.
Wicked Pizza Holiday Fair.
Am I going to get charged to walk into the Wicked Pizza Holiday Fair?
No, just message me when you're there and I'll come down.
All right.
So hook us up, Mike.
No,
VIP
I have.
Status.
What's that?
VIP status.
That's kind of, well, not really that. It's just I have, I get stuff I have to bring. Like guns and weapons and grenades, bazookas, stuff like that. Anything else going on with you guys?
No, we're kind of slow after this. We have a lot of like private rentals and stuff, but I think the next like big event, Matt is throwing a slammin' jammin' pajama party for New Year's Eve at the hall. Yeah, so they're gonna investigate and then celebrate New Year's.
That's great.
He comes up with the best stuff, like the best lines. And then after that, I think the next big thing we'll have is like something for Easter.
Let me guess. He's gonna call the Easter one the Plesia Easter Bunny Bash. Am I close?
Maybe.
The Easter Pleasa Bunny Bash? No?
No,
No,
Mike.
no.
I
The
figured I was
Wicked
on the
is
screen.
Easter Bunny Bash.
Well, that's the whole way the thing goes. Yeah, that's the way he comes up with the words. I just I think I watch Matt's stuff so much. It comes up in my feed so much, and I watch it. I look at it.
Matt's everywhere.
He's
It is.
at times he seems like he is everywhere.
He's
Um,
fucking everywhere, dude.
So, but I want to give a shout out to Jai, when we talked to her last night. Had an hour-long conversation with her. Haven't met anybody that has the same sort of like business mind, growth, band development type thing. Like, she was the personal assistant for Lemmy, right?
You're welcome.
So when she speaks, she knows what she's talking about how handling this. How do you handle that? How do you do this? How do you do that? Like, I had a great time speaking with her because she taught me so much within an hour conversation. And if you watch our show from Sunday, she grew up in a house where there was blood in the washing machine. They all knew it was haunted.
Right.
No, this is real.
How do you get the blood out of your
Let me
clothes?
tell you something,
What's that blood?
buddy. Did you or did you not 100% believe every word she said?
Mike, I heard from people today that they wish that she would tell more stories. I wish Mike would just be quiet so she could have told more stories. That's what I heard last night because they were so entranced by her stories that they just wanted to hear more.
Buddy, I let her actually talk a lot.
She did, yeah. You did let her talk.
So
She told a lot of stories. That's why I told you, I'm like, Mike, she got out a lot of stories. We heard a lot of things.
So to those people, buddy, that said those bad words about me,
those naysayers.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say those people are a bunch of jerks.
Wow.
Jerks. If you want to say something in my face. Right?
Wow.
Jerks. All right. What else?
What else? Let's see. If we make it through the Thanksgiving Day holiday and all the glorious football to follow on Sunday next week on Legit Paranormal, join us as we. Oh God, that's bright. As we welcome Shay Carroll. She is the owner and operator of Paranormal Buzz Radio. She's been a paranormal investigator for a number of years. I did one of my first interviews ever with this woman. She's absolutely incredible. And what she does for the paranormal podcast community and the paranormal community here in New England. Join us Sunday night for Shay Carroll.
Okay. Big Z, anything else?
No, I'm going to bed.
Good night, Irene.
I want to end with this. We actually have about 3 or 4 new shows that we will. Wow, it just knocked the couch
in the works.
That are in the works. We have a new logo. We have
a new show premiering after Thanksgiving.
We actually are doing a real estate show. Oddly enough, every other week. Hey, we are going to split it down the middle. It's going to be paranormal and football and everything else. And then everything else.
Maybe history, maybe a new history show. Oh, it's all sorts of stuff in the world.
Buddy.
Hope it all comes to fruition, Mike. It's
buddy,
very exciting.
I told you once before about something and happened. So again about something and happened. I told you Legit Paranormal Brew could be something. And it happened.
Where's my beer? I didn't get any.
Smack my ass and call me buddy. It happened.
December 4th, we would definitely bring some beer. That'll be our buy.
$25 for these, $20 for the pills.
No. If we're going to the thing on December 4th, we should bring beer. That's fair. That's a fair deal.
Maybe I'll bring a 4-pack.
Right. 4-pack of beer. That's at least a fair deal.
Right.
All right. So, guys, come on now. So no one else has got anything to say?
No, that's about it.
I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're all thankful for everything that you have, and be thankful for me.
Big Z, is this your last show or second to last show with us? Because Big Z's leaving us, buddy.
Yeah.
You ever hear the song by Radiohead, High and Dry?
What?
Yes.
Nothing.
I heard about I heard Radiohead, Hung and Dry.
Yeah, High and Dry. You ever hear that song?
One song by Radiohead, I'm sure.
I have 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks.
Cool.
And then when are we gonna get you back after that?
Mm-hmm.
See, buddy, see that?
Like I said, I mean, just hit me up and we'll figure it out.
That's the basketball season.
I know I gotta coach basketball. I don't know. I could be like a guest or something like that. Not on Mondays though.
I'll tell you what, I'll offer you this. If you need help coaching basketball, I can come down and help.
This guy.
I've coached for like 15 years on like levels from instructional to like 18-year-olds. I've run leagues. Like,
Yeah, I heard that these kids are terrible, so we're starting low.
All right, can I just say something really quick? And I know this is odd.
What?
Start with teaching them how to play a zone defense. Let me tell you why. If you teach them how to play,
we're literally doing basic dribbling and shooting right now.
No shooting, no dribbling. Listen, I'm being dead serious to you, especially if they're younger. Zone defense. Where to move when the ball goes. Where to fill in for your teammate, because that'll give the people on the court that are so scared to be on a court the feeling that they are important and part of the team. If you show the defense that they all have to rotate and be there where they're supposed to be there, the people that can't play basketball will now feel like basketball players.
Yeah,
I used to do that and then tell them they were basketball players now.
Yeah, when we get because defense, that's like my forte. Defense.
Defense. Yes.
Yeah, that's like my thing. So yeah, I definitely will be working with zone.
But I mean,
man to man is just too much for them right
now.
No.
Little kids can't play man to man because mismatches are ridiculous. Listen to me. I'm being serious when I'm saying this. Before you teach dribbling, before you teach anything else, teach them defense. Teach them how they need to be accountable for each other. That's the only way that I was ever able to break through to the younger kids and give them enough confidence to stay on the court. Because after we did like a drill of defensive enough, like a half hour, I'd be like, you're a basketball player now, whether you know that or not. Like, you can be on a court and you're fine. And they were like so much more comforted. Not saying you're doing it wrong, just giving some advice on that because I've been doing it for so long.
Appreciate it.
Buddy, I'm going to wrap this up as I do this like I always do. For Big Z Dodge from the Warner Paranormal Explorers Society, I believe. For Buddy Money. There, it is me, Mike Lepre, King Mike L. This was Legit Paranormal Vacation Planners, brought to you by legitpodcast.com and Legit Paranormal. We will see you again next Monday. It is what? Thursday's the next show. Ooh, I don't think
we're doing a show on Thursday.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't think we can do football on a Thursday. Ooh, I don't think we can do it. We might have to do an early Wednesday night prediction for the Thursday games. But I can tell you right now, we'll take the Giants minus the points, whatever it is. They're going to beat the shit out of the Cowboys because I hate the Cowboys. Everybody enjoy your Thanksgiving.